Hey guys, welcome back to the Friday Vlog, where we discuss activity that goes on here with the BuzWeaver channel. That includes things like current events, headlines that are in the news, pop culture, social media, technology, and items of interest that come up during the week that allow us to have a little bit of a dialogue. I want to welcome all of you guys from New Tech and, of course, all of you here on YouTube for your guys' continued support.
We start things off from The Guardian. Secret Service agent reportedly willing to testify Trump did not lunge at him. Senior Secret Service agents are reportedly prepared to testify that Donald Trump did not lunge for the wheel of his vehicle or physically attack the chief of his security detail after his speech near the White House on January 6, as a former aide said he did in sworn testimony on Tuesday. So, of course, as you guys know and have followed the channel, we know that the Democrats are very desperate and are resorting to these dog and pony shows because since they are hearings, and although they say they're under oath, there is no real trial-style decorum. In other words, there isn't cross-examination, there isn't exhibits, there aren't evidence that are being presented, and then, of course, obviously someone cross-examining her on this. And as we can see here, the Secret Service agents are like, no, what she's saying is not entirely accurate, or I should say aren't true, to be point blank. So during one of the most intense congressional testimonies in history, a new image emerged that will define the Trump presidency. And so you can see how the media is trying to just create this sense of drama about what's happening, of course, because they want to instill that emotion in people. But I think a lot of people just aren't paying attention. We're going to go straight down here to the direct information that I want to talk about. Of course, the beginning of the first few paragraphs are just fluff information to kind of draw people in. It's so sad to see it. You would think they'd be promoting some reality TV show. Under oath, Cassidy Hutchinson, a top aide to the then White House Chief of Staff, recalled in detail several meetings, text message conversations, and phone calls with which she was personally involved. Okay, so not sure what that has to do with the rest of it, but here we go. She said that after Trump returned to the White House from his January 6th speech on the Mall, she ran into a Secret Service agent who asked if she had heard what had just happened moments earlier in the president's vehicle. She said she had not. He told her. He told her. So what she was relaying in her testimony, if you want to call it that, was that she had personally experienced these things. But see, they use it so cleverly. Now, she probably did experience elements of this and was there or around the area on January 6th, was aware that these things were going on, but didn't know all of the specific details. The Secret Service agent told her hearsay, which isn't admissible in court. So this is why the Democrats enjoy their little hearings and commissions, because they can just bring someone out and they can say what they want. Now, you guys may recall a very, very, very famous hearing that happened where the Democrats pulled out a particular woman who suggested that Brett Kavanaugh had fulfilled some adult activity upon her when they were young. And now, of course, after everything is said and done, and, of course, the whole tactic, like they do with Trump, was to smear him. You see here, Kavanaugh accuser admits she fabricated allegations as a ploy for attention. She did fabricate. However, she was directed by, encouraged by, and influenced by the Democrats. So, although she is a participant in it and admitted that she was afraid of flying, despite the fact that they had to fly her out there, we can clearly see that the Democrats are very willing to resort to whatever method they need to, as we saw in the 2020 election, when it came to certain states changing their constitution for mail-in ballots. They will do whatever they can to make sure that President Trump is not running in 2024. Secret Service spokesperson Anthony Gulemi tells me the agents in Trump's presidential SUV are available to testify under oath, responding to Hutchinson's new allegations. Well, we already know she didn't hear it, or she didn't get the information as an eyewitness. She heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend. So a source close to the Secret Service says both men dispute Trump grabbed the steering wheel or assaulted an agent. They do not deny that Trump was irate and demanded they drive to the Capitol. More, Secret Service spokesperson Angie Gallumi tells me the Secret Service has communicated to the Department of Homeland Security that any and all personnel that the January 6th committee requests are available to testify under oath responding to Hutchinson's new allegations. I highly doubt the Democrats are going to put anyone there that can refute, dispute anything that their little witnesses, as they were, hearsay people that are coming along to testify here in the committee, or before the commission, I should say. And it's just absurd. I mean, here we are, we're grown human beings, and the Democrats are trying to treat everyone either as though we are ignorant, or they are playing as the dumbest people that have ever existed when it comes to a government. I would say that we are seeing governance malpractice by the Democrats right now, because it is absolutely ridiculous and absurd, the level they are reaching to. And of course, there was all this dispute about President Trump reaching for the wheel. And of course, a lot of people have been showing the Beast, which is the big limo that the president rides in. Here he is in the SUV, as they say, the Suburban, that he was supposedly in. Now, if you guys remember during COVID, when he was wanting to come out and see all the people that were giving him support at the hospital, he came out. And this section is divided between the Secret Service agents and the president, although they were still in full garb. So if he's going to reach through it, it would have had to have been one of the SUVs there. But as we saw, the Secret Service agent said it didn't happen the way Hutchinson said. So there you have it. And that's what I have for you guys this Friday.
All right, guys, so that's going to wrap it up for this Friday vlog. Thank you for the likes, the shares, and the comments. Below this video, you can find the various social media links that I belong to, where you can see my daily post, as well as the Amazon link if you guys are Prime members or order frequently from Amazon. You guys can use that link, go to the landing page, and search for what you're looking for. And of course, it helps out the channel here in 2022. Thank you for the likes, the shares, for those on New Tech, as well as here on YouTube, and appearing right there on the screen for all of you watching on YouTube. That would be the channel icon. You can click on that to subscribe, as well as to select notifications. That way you know when there's content here on the channel. And I'll see all you guys right there behind that camera next week.